Welcome to 2025, and I think it's safe to say that TikTok has long replaced the old music industry. It's no secret that blowing up in this era involves social media promotion. From dances to edits to memes, song promotion has never been easier. As a producer, I know that many people will just upload their music to YouTube at this point and just pray for a hit. But we've all heard that the flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. And so a flame that burns hundreds of millions of listens brighter will burn so bright that we all want to rip our hair out. I want to rip my hair out anytime I have to hear any one of these songs past their due date. And despite their virality and the annoyance that ensues into our lives, we never seem to be prepared for it to happen. It just blindsides everyone every single time. It blindsides me every single time. I mean, in the downtime between artist blowups, I'm like, yeah, Too Rare's really gonna hit it big this time. Then I remember that a stick of deodorant isn't gonna go multi-platinum. So I decided to make a nifty little tool to help the both of us, and it's a little bit of a cycle, a little bit of an educational life cycle of TikTok music. Now, the first lesson that you need to learn is that really anything is on the table, even when we don't want it to be. I want to make sense of all of this, and I want to take you with me, and we're both going to be researchers. While most stories have beginnings, rising action, and satisfying conclusions, the story of a TikTok song begins at its highest point. For a brief magical moment, the algorithm will shine on a song, and some really great music gets pushed out this way through social media. But as soon as this happens, the song is doomed to the mainstream. It goes way beyond the scope of its original audience, effectively ruining it for them and everyone else. Hopefully not like a lot of you. I used to like $1 Million Baby, and now I'd genuinely rather listen to an actual crying baby on a plane. I would know because I've had the pleasure of hearing both. It was an 8-hour flight. Some songs reach the end of their life cycle here, and those are the ones that have seen longevity, and good for those artists for getting a little lucky and using the algorithm to their advantage. However, no one picks up a camera and goes onto YouTube to talk about what they like. I'm here to talk about what I hate, and I hate the next stage, which is the market saturation phase. At this point, the song is everywhere. It's in reposts, it's in edits, it's in memes. The audio becomes a prison over all of our heads, with the sentence being eternal ringing. I wish to stop hearing it, but even when I close the app, it rings out, playing unsolicited in there. It's at this point when we start to question why we're still posting a song that has been used in every possible combination of media on the internet. Then most of us come to an important realization. This song sucks. And it happens every time. No longer do we hear passionate notes and rap lyrics. No, it becomes a noise. It literally becomes a sound effect. It gets so overplayed. Sometimes it no longer even stands on its own because the meaning of the track has been changed completely due to constant reposting and reusing. We forget why it blew up, and it just becomes more of a cult-like chant to 13-year-olds than music. This is where I would have hoped that you got off the bandwagon, because the next phase is, if you get caught posting the audio in this phase, your social and more importantly, your TikTok career is done for. If you're still letting Future serenade you with that ringtone of a song, you are now a goofball. Despite the song being annoying to the vast majority of the population at this point, this small demographic of people continue to add it to audio, to literally anything they can think of, maybe completely unrelated to the original form of content that the song blew up on. At this point, the song isn't funny anymore. The edits don't go hard anymore. Let me know. You sound stupid. Please, can we boost up a smaller, lesser known artist that hasn't fathered kids with 15 baby mamas? No? You're just gonna make an accordion style cover at 96.775% accuracy? Yeah. Oh, okay. It really seems like these songs that blow up end up serving as beacons of a genre that expose millions of otherwise non-listeners to a brand new artist. But on the flip side, reaching this threshold of popularity often undermines the original song's intent completely, and ends up setting an impossible bar for many artists, which can end up being extremely demoralizing. But at least cringe is better than the hollow corporate phase. At this point, we have all long been beaten over the head with this song, and now that everyone knows what it is, clever marketing strategists decide to close in and make the big bucks off of young people. All it will take is this one audio and everyone will buy our smart water. We're saved. In this stage is where it ceases to even be a sound effect, because now playing this audio is just a business strategy. A song that often once started as a beautiful piece of music has now been reduced to its hollow corporate shell. Not all songs have what it takes to truly sell out, but those that do are given the fountain of youth through this new marketing and last far beyond their original presence on social media. It now exists in the corporate world only. It is in this stage where it becomes completely impossible to even continue identifying with a piece of music, because it gets completely usurped by anyone with money and a product to sell or customers to entertain. Picture this, summer of 2024. I was in the city for a weekend trip, and I kid you not, I heard $1 Million Baby 3 times unsolicited in one day. One already had me on the verge of an aneurysm at that point. First time, baseball game, no warning or censorship. I'm sitting, sun's beating down, you know, we're all kind of bored, and then unsolicited, just off the speakers, Tommy Richmond's just wretched voice blasting into my ears, just I start to break down in a cold sweat. The second time, it's a coffee shop. I hear the terrible noise again, feel numb, and I nearly black out. Third time, on the ride back home, think I might finally be safe. We're in the car after all. My own friend, or so I call him, decides to play it on Spotify. I don't remember anything between then and the following morning. TS was tough in 20 blank. Enough time has passed now that the song starts to actually come back and make a little bit of a resurgence at extremely low levels. This is the point when we all start to realize that our music tastes suck, and we just want it to be how it was. I want it to be how it was. The song actually becomes somewhat listenable again at significantly reduced popularity. While someone may look at you a little bit funny if you play it, you at least won't be giving us all an earache. Unless it's one of those weird Instagram Reels audios that wrecks your speakers. I mean, I wouldn't play that. I wouldn't play that. I would not. I bet I made you turn your headphones down. We can finally be at peace and just listen to what we like, because in the public eye, the song has been forgotten, even though I personally could never get caught playing Big Dogs. In a world of fast everything, fast food, fast music, fast fashion, I can't say it's surprising that scrolling with completely no intentions and a mind completely blank is one of the primary ways of discovering a new artist these days. The craziest part is that the inevitable hatred of the song seems to be just as involuntary as getting the song fed to you for the first time through the algorithm. TikTok songs are like a weird dream that everybody spends a couple of weeks in and forgets ever happened. But in a really dumb way, I think they're also kind of important. In some regard, they keep our modern music culture on the same page. Beyond that, they give us something to hate on and cringe at. And I need things to cringe at, because if I don't, I realize I'm unemployed talking to an audience of like 10 people. It's also gotten insanely dark in the amount of time that I've been recording, so gotta get better at that. If you did watch this whole video, genuinely thank you. I appreciate it a lot. If you want to subscribe and help me drop out of college, please do it. It's kind of easy to do it, just do it.